Hello guys, welcome to another edition of X Squad, where we'll discuss about football and other related issues. In today's edition, we'll be discussing the match review between Chelsea versus Arsenal Football Club. Now, the preview and the pre-talk before the game, it promises to be a blockbuster London derby match, and it did not fall short of that. Now, Chelsea expectation before the game, because prior to now, if you cast your mind back maybe to 5 6 years back down the lane, you will discover that a match of this magnitude has to be between Chelsea, Arsenal, especially Chelsea having the better edge, especially when they're playing in Stamford Bridge. But of late now, Arsenal has been getting the better side of Chelsea. And when you looked at the position that each team is staying in the league table, you will discover that every of the bookmark is favoring Arsenal, considering the fact that Arsenal is a team that fight for the Premier League title last season, and this season they've not fallen short of that standard. They keep up that standard, and they seems to be the only team that can really give Man City a good fight. And when you talked about Chelsea and the problem they've been having here and there with respect to their form, the transition that is going place, the entire change of team and the whole management scene, and considering where Chelsea is actually languishing in 11th position in the table, you know definitely that this is going to be a one-way traffic for Arsenal. Even me, my expectation has to be watered down, because I knew definitely that if Chelsea can pick up a draw in this game, I said it's going to be a very good result for Chelsea before the match. So for that reason, I do not have much expectation from Chelsea perspective, and I also believe most Chelsea fans also do not have that as well. But by the time the game started, I was shocked, and it looked as if ever since Chelsea have the new shirt sponsor Infinite Athletic in their front of GC, they seems to be picking up good results, and it seems as if there's a completely change, like the mindset of the team is actually just switched overnight. Because I was surprised how Chelsea was able to nullify Arsenal and their game plan. They make sure that Gallagher was so instrumental in the course of this game, because it now seems as if he's the midfield destroyer that Pochettino is using as a weapon against other big teams. Because what I saw in it is that he decided to peg Gallagher to Jorginho to make sure that Arsenal football does not revolve around Jorginho. And once you're able to nullify that, it becomes an issue. And they try to rectify that to remove Jorginho and allow Declan Rice to play in that position, and Gallagher was just up and running for the entire 90 minutes. Fortunate, the first goal came. Now, people want to contest the penalty, but we don't make the rules. The rule is there to be followed, and if you go by the rule, it is a penalty. Yes, you could talk about the proximity between Mudryk header and the Arsenal defender, but that's the rule. So if they want to change it, they have to change the rule. Not that that is not a penalty, it is a penalty. Palmer wanted to play the penalty, Sterling wanted to play the penalty, and I think that I love that, seeing that players are beginning to step up for that hunger. But Enzo Fernandez have to tell Sterling, let this guy take the penalty. And I was surprised, despite the whole pressure, the guy was able to compose himself. A nice goal. And Mudryk, what a wonderful goal. This guy is beginning to cook now. And what a will to score a spectacular goal against a team that wanted to buy you. This is to let the team understand that yes, the thing is there. All he need is the manager to trust him and give him the freedom so that he can express himself. And Chelsea, they were gradually running away with the winner, only for Sanchez to now decide to say that no, Chelsea, they are charity FC. All we need to do, let's show these guys, they are our brothers, show them love, and give Declan Rice what a silly game. Now, Sanchez has been making this error consecutively for some games now, and it has not been costing Chelsea. But in the game against Arsenal, it cost Chelsea big time, because I was just saying that all Arsenal need is just one goal, and if they can get an early goal, definitely Arsenal are going to equalize. And unfortunately, Arsenal got the early goal, and the second goal, yes, Malo Gusto haven't done much in the course of the game. At the last stage, this is where experience comes in, because sometimes some of those young players that are not well experienced, they tend to lose focus. And when I was looking at the replay, he saw Trossard at his back, and I was expecting that at every point in time, before the ball travel, he will always be checking to know when to position, and he lost focus and concentration. And Trossard just had to do tapping, and Sanchez could not really do much there, even though I expect him to do more better. But shout out to some players. The game ended 2-2. Now, Chelsea, they are feeling like this game is more or less like a lose. And Arsenal, who was expected to bang the 3 points, were feeling like this game was a win for them, coming from 2 goals down to draw 2-2. I just believe that if Chelsea, they can focus on the good thing that they did in the course of this game and worked on that, developed that, improved that, then I think that we can begin to see a different Chelsea entirely. Yes, shout out to some good players who did well in the course of the game. Number one of them is Cucurella. Cucurella just pockets Saka. I've never seen a game whereby Saka was so quiet and was ineffective. He only gone past Cucurella just once for the entire 90 minutes. And I was wondering, is this Saka or somebody else? Kudos to Cucurella. Malo Gusto also did that with respect to Martinelli. And these 2 players are instrumental to Arsenal game. And Malo Gusto ensured that Martinelli did not have any space to breathe. It was just suffocating him. And you could see the midfield. The midfield was choked up and was collected by Moise Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. These 2 guys, they just take control of the midfield. Mudryk and Sterling, yes, they did well, including Palmer. Kudos to them, and I believe that if Chelsea, they can work on this, because I don't want to talk about a lot of negativity, hence I did not give the review immediately, so that I won't be enraged and start talking from a level of anger. So I decided to calm down, analyze the game, and give you guys a fair review with respect to the game. Yes, kudos to that. That has already been able to push Chelsea a little bit to the first half of the table, which seems to be like a mountain for Chelsea. Does not even know exactly how the first top of the table look like. But now that they've gone into the first half of the table, they are sitting 10th. Let's see how their game goes on from here. I believe that they can work on this. Come on, let's go.